Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and BRZRKR, issue number 1. Yeah, that's right, mother fatheads. I guess the days of making fun of Keanu Reeves are over, right? Look what happened. Look what happened. He says jump. Not only does everybody jump, not only does Matt Kind and Boom Studios and like no. Every single freaking comic book store and every single person out there who reads comic books, we all jump in, right? Oh ho ho ho! Look at that, making fun of him for Point Break, and then turn around and still dissing him for Matrix, man. Oh no, Kung Fu. He does know Kung Fu, and he just kicked your ass. Told you, man. Stay on board, take notes. Professor Bill knows who the cool dudes are. Freaking, tell you what. Let's talk about who made this comic book. We'll talk about how this book kicks some serious ass. This issue is written by Keanu Reeves and Matt Kind. Kind's been doing a lot lately, and I'm probably butchering his name, and I apologize. Please do not send Keanu Reeves to come and whoop my ass. Anyway, illustrated by Ron Garney, and he's the real hero in this one. Make no mistake, all right? Ron Garney, that name's coming up several times. Ron Garney. See, look, again. Bill Crabtree doing the colors, and Clem Robbins. I just butchered that one by letters. Okay, so Raphael Grandpa does the main cover. A whole bunch of variant covers out there, like a whole lot of freaking variant covers out there, including one from Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles right here in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. This is created by Keanu Reeves for Boom Studios, baby. And I'll bet you this goes on Netflix at some point or another, or one of the other streaming services. Guys, I'm interested in looking for issue number 2. Why? Because I'm sure that's where the story is. In this issue, all there is some straight up badass ass whooping, and that's why Ron Garney, man, had to say the name again, because this dude just straight up. Like, I know he was told what to draw for the most part and given certain, levels of creative freedoms, but for the love of God, this dude's just drawing some crazy stuff. That's where that's where everything in this comic book is. It's all, I'm going to say 99.5% revolving around the art in this book. Keanu Reeves' name, Ron Garvey's art. You know what I'm saying? Ron Garney. Garney. Damn it. I don't even know what Matt Kind did except necessarily put it into comic book form and say this is how we do things, right? But for the most part, dude, like this was Garney. He just straight comes up and he's got this Keanu Reeves lookalike dude buffed and jacked to the goddamn gills. I'm sure he's got gills somewhere too, but they probably got burnt off. Of this otherwise pretty average story, right? For issue number 1, at least. Basically, here's this guy who's immortal who wants to be immortal. He doesn't want to die, he just wants to be mortal. So he wants to be able to die, right? He wants to have that option available to him. And he's been around forever, sucking on his mom's tits with his teeth and like causing her nipples to bleed and whatnot. I'm saying that's messed up. Not cool, brah. Not cool. Anyway, no, that seriously happens in the comic book. And I'm just like, oh wow, that's very unattractive and painful. Ew. But that's basically what's happening in the story. And people, of course, are trying to figure out, oh no, how can we replicate your immortality? We'll teach you, or we'll make you mortal so we can make ourselves immortal, because that would be cool. That's what the grass is always greener on the other side, right? This book basically is just that. And everything else is Garney drawing the most amazing pics of Keanu Reeves in Jason Momoa format, beating everybody's ass, getting shot. He gets his nose shut off at one point, right? And then he gets crowed. He actually gets like the little stigmata thing, gets a bullet through his hand, right? I'm surprised he's like, Jesus Christ walks into a bar or into an inn. He throws 3 nails on the desk and he says, "Can you put me up for the night?" It's from The Crow. God damn it. It's from The Crow, the movie and the comic book. Anyway, I liked this. Look, there's no story. Like, the story is just, it's exactly what I said. Like, spoilers. Oh, there's nothing there. Maybe in issue 2, there'll actually be a real story coming up. But other than that, this is just, it's a cakewalk. Like, you can see this coming from a mile away. Right? Long before they actually started getting into full sentences in this book, because there are multiple pages where there is no talking, no narration whatsoever, right? And there are no thought bubbles because there's like no thought to this except badass sceneries of a dude getting jacked up, right? So that's basically all that you're going to get out of this first issue. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. It is fun as hell. Especially, I guess, if you manage to get one of those, like, what, 1,000 Keanu Reeves signatures, I could personally care less. But if I ever meet the guy, then I'll go for a signature. Otherwise, I don't like getting my signature secondhand. But I'm telling you right now, this was really good. I'd love to be able to call it amazing, but I'm going to need to see an actual story for it to get to that level. But for now, highly recommended. This is a thick book of some amazing art. Ron Garney. I enjoyed seeing this story. This is one where you could read it the first time and then just flip through all the pages the next time and just be amazed at how freaking incredible this action is. I can't wait to see this one day show up on a streaming service. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Like the video, watch an ad, comicbookuni.com, and don't forget to check out the brand new podcast because, not just Comic Book University podcast, but also the Heroes Collide podcast. Brand new. We're talking about the Scarlet Witch, I'm saying. Talk to you guys later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.